You have to know what's happening in the Michael Jackson case every 10 minutes.
Yes, exactly. 10.
Oh, people doing strange things with electricity was really fun last night.
Well, yes, I knew it was going to be good.
Julie Cassidy show, and then I went over to a bathroom cat mirror, and you scanned the shirt, and then a little video played that corresponded to the shirt you had picked out. But the shirt I picked out was Sugar Daddy, and they had Michael Jackson.
Oh, great.
Which he said was...
He's everywhere.
Well, he said, I did that beforehand. Oh, look at the tins are now all over.
Yeah, the same.
That's been there for many years.
This is just the entryway.
So there's an antique toaster collection over on the shelves on the wall over there that is cool, and there's
you don't have a burner, or you got one burner left?
Well, there's one that I use. I could uncover more than one if I needed to, but I have to kind of lean to get to it. But mostly,
this is a live refrigerator.
Yeah, this is the kitchen.
This is the actual kitchen. There's a microwave and a burner I can get to, and you know, so it's as functional as I need it. This is the parlor.
You can't have obese people.
Hello.
Anyway.
Hello.
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 Oh, the tarantula.
Hello.
So before you go any further, the calves are over here. I have lots of real Circus Sideshow oddities from 100 and more years ago, and so those are particularly special because they're joined chest to chest instead of just a two-headed kind of configuration. Oh, I have some wonderful medical specimens from some coroner's office that were in his cabinets when he died, and they were 50 years old, and they ended up recycled out, and they were like evidence for trials.
If your law
years ago, evidently, that's the rumor I heard when these things.
I like the hat on the bear.
I like the Russian hat on the bear. That's a great.
Yeah, we got to have hats on pretty much everybody. So you kind of.
This is way more crowded than it used to be.
So where do you sit down?
In the kitchen, I hang out with my birds and stuff. There isn't a place to sit per se. There used to be. But upstairs, I kind of have this bed area, and I sort of hang out there, and you know.
David, this is his son's work. These figures here, who does all this animation. I mean, he is fantastic.
This is when he was a kid, right?
Yeah, this is when he was. These things, these little bits and pieces here are.
Damon Bard.
Yeah, so he's got an incredible website. He does all the characters for all the major DreamWorks and other films. He did the characters for Monsters vs. Aliens. He particularly did the cool film Coraline, which was done by the guy that did Nightmare Before Christmas, James and the Giant Peach, Monkey Bone, and then Coraline was the new 3D animated film. It was really quite amazing and cool.
So what do you do for Bob? I'm curious to know what
well, they used to call it like scheduling and stuff, but over the years, you know, somebody decided that it was project management. So now you can get a degree in project management. So suddenly I realized that I had a career instead of just being a scheduler and a finance type person. I'm a project management person.
You were in procurement. I thought, this is where you got all your clues.
No, it's. I mean, you know, if I had money, you know, this would be worse. You know, a modest little Boeing salary, and I don't even look on eBay anymore. It's like too tempting. You know, there's too many cool things out there. So.
Is there kind of a place on eBay?
Well, there's just tons of stuff, keywords on eBay that you know, of cool stuff that I, you know, would be interested in. So there's no way to get past each other in these little narrow pathways. So I almost had these new rooms created so that I could actually move the stuff up from the floor into the new rooms, but that didn't quite work out.
But here's the deer back there.
Well, it used to be that figure wasn't in front of the deer, and so people could see the deer very obviously, but they'd go on a tour of the house and somebody would say, "Did you see this full stuffed deer?" And they would say, "No, I totally missed it."
Steve, I will give you another idea. When we were in this little town of Matera,
Yeah.
in ancient times, they hung their gutters using bones.
Ooh, cool.
So then there were all these bones, and the gutters were running off the roof line. So there's
Wow.
another part of.
So
I
the-
don't
so
know
the-
if it's your gutters.
So the water was running down the bones
no,
as
the
a...
bones were like the cross.
Gutters and the
supporting.
bones were holding up the gutters.
Oh.
Stuck
gutters
into
up
the
at the-
stuck into the
The
house.
joint,
Wow.
you know, the balls and the sockets were hanging out of the.
library and red room area.
Worrying I'm going to trip and take out half.
How long have you been working at this?
Well, you know, I started out, much as Marlowe did many, many years ago, as a science fiction geek, and I was collecting books. And so if you go in this way, you'll see that this is the library in here. This was the
My brother
original.
would love it.
This is the
You know,
original
all bad sounds,
library.
Because I've been in here, so I should
Hang on
probably
just one
not
second.
be
I gotta
tying
turn
up
on my own.
floor space.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's no turning back. You guys can get by me. Come on.
Yeah, there's that. You might actually get in that one little space there. You might be able to get by each other. I need to kind of.
Wow. Oh, David, and the wife here. Can I have the camera? I'd love to. This is fabulous.
So-
And there's one of those chair rails, the sliding chair rail.
Yeah, you can't get to it anymore, but you know, there's a rolling ladder.
Cindy Small, we just came from Cindy Smalls, and she has such a cute house, but they were describing that that was what she.
Let me get past you back
Sure.
a little bit, and then you can go in. That way, I won't be in the way here. I've seen it
And then the
before.
red room's the devil room.
Hush.
I'm gonna come out and let you come in.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, sorry. I thought there was a turnaround.
You gotta get a.
Well, there is a little bit of an open space there that you could actually get past each other, maybe.
I'll be out.
So this is the original. This is the library that I built, but then I had kind of still accumulating books, and so I kind of ended up adding library annexes onto walls and different rooms. So in the through into the little devil room, and to the left there is a kind of a former bathroom that's now full of stuff.
I know,
And that
just
room
tagging along.
has a wall that's floor-to-ceiling books, and then I got to the point where I added different library sections, and then I started just piling up books in corners and stuff.
Oh, I didn't even notice the giant skeleton there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool because I have no idea what it's for. You know, it's made by the same company that makes those normal medical specimen skull or skeletons, plastic skeletons. This is like 8 feet tall. So I think it might have been for use when they have these lectures at medical colleges. I think they might have the larger than life thing on stage. But it looks like a giant's skeleton.
Hey, what did Scott Wade and his family think?
This was
The dirty car.
Oh, he absolutely loved it. He says, "I got to come back, bring some friends from Kansas or wherever he's from."
He's Texas.
Texas. Anyway, so I wasn't quite sure, how much his wife liked it. She wasn't as crazy about
She's
it.
quiet too.
Yeah, but she asked the typical female question, "How do you dust?" Well, why bother to even ask that question? That's just silly.
But he had wanted to go to Portland that night and leave early, and I was like, "No, you are not allowed to leave."
Well, he actually also was going to visit some longtime friends in town and opted not to leave here and canceled his visit to his long-term friends. So I felt that was an endorsement of some sort that, he blew off his friends in favor of seeing the weird house person.
I definitely twisted his arm to stay. What a nice guy.
Yeah.
What a nice family.
I like that family.
A kind of a bizarre art form that some of us would find amazing and interesting. And how many people paint with dust?
Yeah, I was very proud of getting him here. I worked on him for 2 years, but I think he had a good time.
So when I ran out of wall space, I tried to do stuff with the ceilings, and so I have, tent-like ceilings. I have the pressed metal ceilings that I put up, and then I
Doesn't
started
matter where you
putting
point
up
the
art on the
camera when you're in
ceiling.
here. It's like it's
So that's
gonna
kind of
be
the motif
interesting,
I
no matter what
ended
you
up
do.
with.
I love the hair wreaths.